All right, guys, I'm out of coffee. That means it's time to get to work. I don't usually do two lives in a day, but I'm gonna share this out. I was answering some questions from the comments, and I saw that someone asked me about uh, my video that I published a couple of weeks ago, maybe, where I discussed a single session plan of care and specifically marketing a single session plan of care. I think there's huge value in that, right? So I literally had added to my referral sheets that I'm offering single session home exercise program. That's like one of the staples of what we do, because so many patients are so concerned. Either they have a high copay, or they're so concerned they're going to come in and they're going to get sucked into, an endless plan of care, that they're like, I just want to know that I've got a commitment. Single session commitment, I'll do. I'll come in for one visit, right? Like, that's reasonable. And so if the doc has the opportunity to check that little box and say, look, I'm only referring you, even though we know we don't need a referral in direct access states, and we don't need a referral to start a Medicare beneficiary on a plan of care. It gives the patient that peace of mind to be like, okay, the doctor said I just need to come one time. So that is a great opportunity to bring that person into your ecosystem. Give them a chance to see what you have to offer. Now, the question in the comments on my YouTube video, which I greatly appreciate, guys, post your comments on YouTube. Don't post your comments on Facebook. They're just so much more helpful to me if you put them on the YouTube channel and you subscribe and you share and you like. Okay. So he said, well, what happens if the patient's appropriate for more than one session, but the referral comes in for a single session? I offer more than one session. Like, we're not obligated to what the referral says. The referral is more of a recommendation and suggestion. So I always provide 2, maybe 3 options for a plan of care. I usually look at it as, what is like the dream scenario for this particular patient? And that typically includes self-pay services, right? So patient walks in the door, let's say they have neck and shoulder pain, no traumatic injury, no history of falls, no, the dog didn't pull on the leash. They just woke up with a kink in their neck. It's progressively gotten more annoying, and they want it taken care of. Okay, manual therapy in my plan of care is not indicated as medically necessary, because my manual therapy is some soft tissue work, right? I'm going to loosen up these muscles. I'm going to make you feel better. We're going to change some of the CNS information. Okay, not medically necessary, absolutely beneficial, absolutely enjoyable. If you want the premium package, this is what I know is going to get you from point A to point B the quickest and the most enjoyably. This is what I want to do. I want to do manual therapy. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I want to do these other services that are covered by Medicare. Here's the total cost. Here's what Medicare will pay for of that cost. And these are the optional services that aren't covered, but you, the patient, are welcome to purchase. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is more of a middle of the road. If you want me to do the covered services, which will benefit and kind of resolve the condition, they're medically necessary, and a couple sessions of some soft tissue work, this is the cost. If you want Medicare covered services only, this is the economy package, right? We've got platinum, gold, bronze. This is the economy package. You will have no out-of-pocket costs. These are the services that Medicare is going to pay for. This will be enough to get you over this exacerbation and show you what to do into the future, but the choice is yours. These are the 3 options, or the 2 options, however you want to do it. And then I let the patient decide. I mean, if you sat in on my evaluation every single time, you would hear me say, look, if you want to take this program, go home and do it on your own for the next 2 weeks. My hunch is you're going to feel better in 2 weeks than you feel better today, and that's totally fine. If you feel like you're going to take this information, go home and never do it, and you need somebody to push you, you need somebody to motivate you, make it more enjoyable, to make sure you're doing it, you need some accountability. Remember, now I'm talking to you guys, accountability, motivation, stimulation, enjoyment, none of those are covered services, right? So if now I'm back to the patient, if you, Mr. Patient, need that, want that, this is the cost. Medicare pays for the base stuff, but this is the cost for the rest. It's totally up to you. And if you want to take it home, do it at home first. Find out that you're not doing it, and then hire the clinic so that you can come here and get it done with us. That's totally fine too. I always give options. I'm never like, this is the one thing that you have, this is what you need to do. If you don't do this, you're making a bad decision. Like, no, look, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like, try it at home. If it doesn't work, hire us and come into the clinic. It's available, right? If you want to just cut to the chase, just this is the package, come into the clinic right from the start. So guys, I hope that was helpful. I hope that gives you some ideas. Whether you're mobile or you have a brick and mortar clinic, the concepts always apply. If a mobile patient wants to hire you to come to their house because they know, I've said this before, but I want you to hear it again. You go in, you do an in-home session, right? And the patient says, this stuff is awesome. I feel so great. I know I could do it on my own, but I also know I won't do it on my own. I won't do it unless I have somebody here to make me do it. That phrase right there is the difference between covered, non-covered in a certain regard. Medicare will not pay you to motivate the patient to do it. So if you know the patient can do it safely, independently, they just won't do it. The patient can hire you to make them do it, okay? That's not a covered service, but that obviously opens the door. And that's where I try to explain, look, there's a difference between being only a third-party payer clinician versus being a hybrid where third-party payers get the patient in your ecosystem, and then you offer them opportunities. If they decide they want to buy it, awesome. If they don't want to buy it and they want to do it on their own, awesome. That's what we're here for. All right, guys, wrapping it up. I'm going to go shave and go start seeing patients. I'll catch you later.